Hi guys, we're at the Quad resort at the Quad on the Strip in Las Vegas, and I'm gonna go straight and show you the room, and then maybe I'll do an addendum later, but just I wanted to take a look and show you the outside. I have to tell you, my expectations are very low, and we're very low because I'm aware of what this resort is all about, and I'll tell you in a minute. But you know, when you come here, you have to understand that you are coming here to a cheap resort on the Strip. And unfortunately, because I couldn't quite say everything I wanted to say, because there's a nice stateroom guy outside, a cleaner, I didn't want to offend anybody. So anyway, this is the entrance. Good thing, plus, plenty of space for your clothes. It's, you know, bare, it's a piece of metal really, but there's no real wardrobe, but the space is there, and 2 luggage racks. What more do you want? Now, as I said to you guys, my expectations were very low. And I checked in here. We stayed here when it used to be Imperial Palace. Didn't like it. And then, you know, for various reasons. But now I know that everybody wants to know about Quad because they're sending out cheap rooms, comp rooms, cheap rooms, comp rooms on the Strip in a good location. And everybody wants to know what they're like. And this is it. So we actually purposely checked in here for that reason. I knew I had to do a video of a Quad. Now the lights, this is the maximum light that you're gonna get. So I cannot show you the condition of the carpet that well. It's a little bit better than the corridor outside. The corridor outside was filthy. It was stained, you know, big stains that you cannot remove unless you totally remove the carpet. Here, similar, you know, there have been attempts to clean it, but it's really all in bad condition. But you expect that. Crumbs, you know. It's like a cheap motel. So it's like, guys, we have checked into a cheap motel. Now the main thing is that there is basic cleanliness, I suppose, where it needs to be, and that's really the main thing. Don't expect anything else. The chairs, this is what it is, you know, and there is no real maintenance to make things look good. I mean, you're just happy that they work, basically. So, of course, this is not the remodel room. I mean, they have basic rooms. These are the rooms you're gonna get if you come comped, unless you get a suite. But just a level entry basic room, or if you come and if you book with the cheapest price possible. And so this is it. It doesn't really show that well, but everything's stained, everything has got scratches. Now, the TV is flat screen. Yeah! In the good old days, it wasn't. Good old days meaning when it was Imperial Palace. Flat screen, I turned it on. It's not HD, it's not high def, but the channels actually move. I could flip through the channels quickly, which is a good thing. And it's a basic package of channels, nothing special. And you know, it was not the best type of reception, but it was better than real. And so that's already something. One thing that some of you may like is the fact that you actually get, oh, by the way, this is the air conditioning. It's old school, you know. It's strong, but what I don't like is it's right by this bed. So if the person that sits there, that sleeps there, is gonna be okay. But here, I was here, but I mean, you just feel freezing or too hot. So that's hugely inconvenient, especially in the summer. When you actually have to have air conditioning, or in winter when you want some heat. But what it does have here, that's a plus, we actually have quite a nice view, believe me guys, with the exception of some minor strip view that you can get. This is pretty good because you've got a balcony, believe it or not. This is it, it's got a balcony. Wow, this is so different. Actually, what am I saying? So many of them have got balconies that you can come out to. When we stayed last time, it didn't open, but now it's opening and you can actually enjoy the balcony and the view. Okay, well, I'm really glad that we've got this view because I can show you the pool. Now, unfortunately, unlike other resorts, and I'm not talking about Caesars Entertainment Resorts, and you can check them out on top-buffet.com. This pool, apart from not being that great looking, it's actually closed, and they're all closed, and there's no need, because it's in January. It's no longer as cold as it was during Christmas, and there is no need to have the pool closed, because I've seen so many resorts, higher end resorts, admittedly, with the pools, and they were heated and people were having fun. But that's what you get. You get a closed pool, and that's a view of the pool. So I guess in the summer it's quite fun if you're into that. And here, because there's construction, this is the link area. You see much of it still needs to be finished, and it will eventually lead to the wheel, the big wheel there, that it's not functioning at present. So when everything is done, rumors say that it'll be done in spring 2014, so in just a few months. It was supposed to be finished now, but it's not, so we don't know for sure. But when it's done, you will actually be here by this balcony, and you'll be able to see people going through to the wheel section and through the link, which is where you have shops and cafes, you know. We have a video of the link as it is, half finished. And you kind of make out Flamingo over there, you know, much more green. But this is it. Actually, it's not bad. You know, I've stayed at rooms where all you see is that, you know, you kind of, depending on, for example, you see the rooms there, they will just basically look at that, and we get more of a view here. Of course, you could stay on the other side of that tower, and you have a glimpse of the high floors will actually look out onto the strip. But that's it, eh? Many others don't, and in fact many others are next to Harris on the other side, many other rooms. So the quad is not where you're gonna get a good view. This is almost as good as it gets, believe it or not. So that's it. But hey, there's a balcony. I'm thrilled with that, you know. I think it's really nice. If only it was clean. But then it wouldn't be free, would it? I mean, so cheap, or would it? I don't know. I think you can do clean and cheap at the same time. So the beds, here they are, very basic. Somehow there seems to be a pillow missing, or did it just disappear as I was doing this? Yeah, so they are basic. They're not plush pillow top, but I'm sitting on them. Yeah, they're not. They're basic mattresses with very, very, very thin pillow top. If at that, you won't even feel it. I wouldn't say they're the most comfortable beds, but they're fine. You know what you expected, cheap hotels or resorts. And there's a space here which is very nice, because we asked for non-connecting rooms. They have many connecting rooms, so if you are a group and you want to be connected, you can get those rooms. And there's a mirror here, and very little space for your things here. So primarily what you do, oh, there's a little bit of space at the bottom there. What you do here is you actually, I don't know, scatter your things. You've got 2 luggage racks, you put them here. It's not too bad. You know, it's basic. I expected basic. My expectations were incredibly low, and it's actually bad. It could be a lot worse. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. The bathroom is clean. You know, it's clean. That's all you can ask for. Of course, there's wear and tear everywhere. You can see, but you expect that, right? Things missing, pieces missing, but as long as it works and as long as it's clean enough, you know. There is a little bit of sign of mold there, you know, things not quite right there. I expect that from the cheap resorts of this group, Caesars Entertainment. There's a lot of that wear and tear that doesn't seem to be fixed. But because Quad is so cheap and it's on the strip, people's expectations are very low, and so are mine. And therefore, as long as it's clean, and it seems to be clean enough, that's it really. I mean, can you see this? I mean, I think there's hair there actually. I don't have black hair, so that's black hair right there. That's a shame. But, you know, you can tell it's been cleaned quickly, but it's clean enough. And there's a vent here, which is good. And of course, no vanity mirror, of course, but basic stuff there. And I want to show you the top. It's okay. You know what, guys? I expected worse. Because I'm pleasantly surprised. Many of you will say she's crazy, but I'm pleasantly surprised. What can I say? But yeah, it's a cheap. Look, guys, it's a cheap resort. It's a place to sleep. Just make sure that it's clean. If it's not clean, just ask for somebody to hoover. We may actually do that. You always have to ask, because when they're rushing, they don't hoover, and you just call somebody in and ask them to hoover, and that's it. It happens all the time. Don't feel bad about it. If you care about these things, if you start walking with your shoes, then don't bother. So that's it. What can I say? Do I recommend it? There are better cheap options, even on the Strip, but sometimes there are not. Sometimes this is the cheapest place on the Strip. So if it's the cheapest place and you have to absolutely stay on the Strip, then this is fine. I mean, the gym closes ridiculously early at 6 o'clock. Guys, 6 o'clock. That's just ridiculous. Some people get up at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's really bad. But Citizens Entertainment Group, their gyms close all early for reasons beyond my understanding, and their gyms are not very good, actually. I have to be honest, so don't expect to pamper yourself at the gym. The pools, the pool area, you've seen it. It's as basic as it gets. It's like a car park with a pool in it. But the room is spacious, and it's very, very basic, and yes, a little depressing, but you know, it's cheap and it's relatively clean. It's difficult for me because would I come here? No, I wouldn't, but I am here to do this video. Would I recommend it? It depends on what you want, you see? It depends on what you want. On top-buffet.com, we talk about cheap hotels and cheap resorts that you can get really cheap and you get more for your money. But you know, if location is everything, and this is a good location and close enough to Mirage, close enough to Caesars, close enough to Venetian, and close enough to the center strip, so it's a good location. If that's everything to you because you plan to walk everywhere, then it's a consideration. If you don't care about comfortable beds or a nice gym or a gym that closes late, if you don't care about a buffet, because they don't have a buffet here, and you know, and we have a lot to say about the buffet, the 24-hour buffet pass. Check top-buffet.com because you might actually not want to buy it. It depends on what you want, and we describe what may be best for you or not so good for you, depending on what your preferences are. Anyway, so hopefully this has been of use. I'm going to quickly go back out to show you the corridor again. Not that I think you got a good idea, but let's see if I can. It's okay. You know, in the dark you don't see much. You know, I want to show you this again. It's just what it is, you know. The carpet's not been changed. It's not been changed for so long. To be honest, the corridors to me are not even as important as the rooms themselves because people walk with their shoes, their boots, and they spill all sorts of things. This is clearly a suite here, double doors, you know. It's what it is, you know. But I think you guys know. If you check into Quad, I mean, you know what you want and why you're checking in here. But I wanted to make sure that you got a good idea of what to expect. And as long as you know what to expect, you know, the service is what it is, the facilities are what they are, then you won't be too disappointed. You'll be fine, actually. Some of you will be pleasantly happy, you know, paying very little. We're comped here today, paying very, very little and to stay in a really good location. For many of you, this is absolutely what it's all about. But for more information about which hotel in Vegas might be best for you, read top-buffet.com, top-buffet.com. See you there, guys. So just to finish up, I just wanted to finish showing you a few more bits of this corridor, just in case you thought it was such a nice place. Oh, and as I do this, I want to take this opportunity to tell you, the internet is appalling. The speed is just not there. So this is where you come out. See, these are the elevators. Wait until I show you the inside. But anyway, this is what you see as you come out. This is what you see as you come out. I'll come closer. It's just pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And the other thing is that there are only 1, 2, 3, very limited number of elevators. 4 here, and they say additional elevators somewhere else, but basically you can wait a long time for your elevators, depending on the time of the day. But let me show you the elevators. Hi, I just want to show you, that's the elevator guy, and a very nice gentleman is allowing me to show you this because he's trying to go downstairs, but this is for you guys. So this is the Quad, and actually I want to show you something else, just a little trick actually. everybody's waiting here, and I did that myself in this area, the main area. But there are a couple more elevators on this section. You just turn and just turn, and there's 2 more elevators. But let me show you the elevators again. I pressed, and as I'm waiting, I want to keep showing you the area. There's so much I can show you. That's pretty much the same everywhere. You just got an idea. I think you got an idea. It's not pretty. It's really, really basic. Is that what quads are? Like dormitories in universities are like these days? Mine was okay. Oh, that's it. Now and this one here is a little better. A little better in terms of elevators, but you know, it's awful. It's just a little better, okay? People here seem to be pretty happy, you know. I think they knew what to expect. They just want a place which is not a tent. And this is it. So here I go, I come out and I see this, and back to my kingdom, as they say. Well, you know, listen, I think I've said enough. The internet is bad though. I think unless you pay for the upgrade, which I wanted to pay, but it took forever and it was really uncoordinated. It was difficult to get that kind of help. But really, if you just go for the regular internet access that you expect when you actually pay the resort fee, they give you a code and you bypass the payment. It's pretty bad, and so it's just like this is really for those who just want a place to crash at night. They don't care about anything else. But at that point, I wonder, why pay the resort fee, since it's not really a resort? But anyway, so you know, I don't want to. This might actually be the place for you, you know. It's difficult. I'm trying to think of what somebody who's young and just wants to pay as little as possible and want to be on the strip, you know, doesn't want to. Excalibur is better, for example, but it's on the other side of the strip. I would check Harrah's. You know, sometimes the Harrah's resort, same group, they have slightly better. Everything's a little better, you know. I'll check that. But otherwise, there are other alternatives which we discuss on top-buffet.com. So hopefully this has been giving you an idea. And we do have videos of the outside and other videos of the inside of the quad. And if you just saw this video as we posted it, more are coming up of various areas inside the quad. So you get a really good idea of what to expect. See you on top-buffet.com. See you there, guys. Hi, guys. It's a little addendum. You've got to see this. We're at the quad, and I'm trying to show you how the internet works. So obviously, if you have paid your resort fee, let's call it a resort fee, then it covers internet usage for one device, not two, just one. So what you do, you click on daily plan, purchase Wi-Fi plan, of course, but I got to show you this. This is crazy. It's the first time I ever see it in Vegas or anywhere else in the world. Daily plan provides you with 24 hours of consecutive Wi-Fi access for $9.99. If you want premium, you have to pay $2 more. Okay, I get that. So if you click yes, you're going to be charged more. Otherwise, no thanks. Would you like a fully encrypted connection for only $2 more? Is that just normal, guys? I mean, this has got to be the only place where, you know, having your basic security online costs more. When I paid the resort fee, I wasn't expecting that. Now, I'm just telling you guys, you know, you may not care, but just want you to know that this is what you expect. So if you pay your $16 resort fee and you expect to have everything included, well, think again, because the pool is closed and it only is open, you know, summertime. The gym, it closes at 6. It's small. It's got a couple of good machines, but it closes at 6. The internet is not really good internet. So I wonder what the resort fee covers. Oh, yes, and phone calls. You have to read Top-Buffet about the phone calls, okay? Because it's just too much. You can do local calls, but, you know, our experience is you can't do 1-800 phone calls. But we go into detail on top-buffet.com. Okay, guys, this is it. And there's more to come. Anyway, see you on top-buffet.com. Bye-bye.